hat? Yeah, I don't. It's a nice hat anyway. I took it away. So today we're going to be reviewing
Resident Evil DS.
That's right, Resident Evil DS or Deadly Silence. It's basically a port of the original PlayStation 1 classic game onto the DS with some extra features like Master of Knifing. Master of Knifing. So let's read a little bit of the back so we can give you a little backstory on what it is and tell you all about it. The Resident Evil Deadly Silence experienced the terror of Raccoon City as heroes Chris Redfield, Jill Valentine try to survive the mansion filled with flesh-hungry zombies, giant spiders, horrific amphibious creatures, mutated dogs called Cerberus, and the worst. Now the survival horror classic Resident Evil debuts with exclusive Nintendo DS features. 2 creative ways to play. You have the classic mode, the original high tension Resident Evil, and Rebirth mode, a new high octagon action intensifies. Meaning, well, obviously classic mode is you play the game as normal, but you get quick turns and auto aim, which is awesome. And it's on a DS. Plus, I'm going to show some screenshots going across how it looks anyway. And Rebirth mode, well, that's just basically the game as normal, but some of the items are in different places. They've added different puzzles in it, so you have to do certain different puzzles in the game that are not the same as the original game, and you have some certain rooms that you go through. It will automatically zap you into first person to knife some creatures in certain rooms. It's a different way of playing the game, and it looks bloody awesome to give the first person feeling of what the mansion actually looks like through the eyes of your protagonist you're playing, Chris Redfield or Jill Valentine. Also introducing multiplayer and more. Join up with 2 to 4 friends and scream together. Sounds like an orgy. Multiplayer mode in specifically created maps, bonus minigames, Master of Knifing. Yeah, it all looks good, it's all amazing, a load of screenshots going across. You can do it's like a wireless connection between 2 to 4 players that you can play on this game. I don't have any friends who play this game, and to be honest, I don't have a DS anymore. But if I do get a DS again, I'll make sure I get 2 of them so I can get another copy of this and see what the co-op's like. So during the co-op, you get to play all the characters, apart from one, which is strange. You shouldn't really have to play Edward, but you do. You can play Edward in the co-op game for some reason, even though he never makes it to the mansion. And you don't get to play Joseph. Why can't you play Joseph? You see him in the beginning, but he's not a playable character, which is weird. But if you play Garry's Mod, you can actually get his Garry's Mod character or character thing. And if you play Resident Evil 2, you can actually get Joseph PDL, so you can play him in Resident Evil 2. But they didn't release him in this for some reason. But they have Edward instead, who actually doesn't make it to the mansion. He dies in Resident Evil 0 on the train. It's a bit weird, isn't it? But it's the only game I can think of you can play Wesker in the original classic in the mansion. And I'm not counting the times you do play Wesker in Resident Evil 0 and Resident Evil 5 Versus mode or Mercy's Reunion. And obviously the raid mode stuff, that doesn't really count. This is the first time you get to play the original classic Albert Wesker. You can also use a cheat cartridge thing for the DS, so you can play all the different characters, like Barry, Barry, Wesker and Rico, and have a lot of fun with it. It's a really fun game to play, and it introduces Resident Evil 2, the Nintendo DS, and it got Resident Evil onto GameCube, onto the Wii, because of this. Again, you can find emulators on the PC, so you can actually download an emulator of this and download ROM and play it if you haven't got a DS. But if you have a DS, it's a perfect way. You can actually play Resident Evil on the go now with this decent game. Unfortunately, the sales didn't do very well on this, so that's why there wasn't a Resident Evil 2 DS, which would have been awesome. But again, not much you can do about that. It's just unfortunately it happens that we didn't get Resident Evil 2 DS. And 3DS, which would have been flipping remarkable. But it showed the capability of the DS can actually hold entire Resident Evil on here with extra stuff. It just shows it was amazing. I thoroughly enjoy playing this game. It's the only game you can actually play, the original Resident Evil game, where you can skip door animations, cutscenes, everything, and you can beat the game quite fast actually. I think I remember beating the game within possibly an hour 24. Some people beating it quicker than that. But again, that's them. You know, it's an awesome game to play. It has a huge resale value where you can just keep replaying over and over, doing different things, saving the characters. Don't save the characters. Easy, bad ending, knife only. You know, and Master Knife in battle, which is a bloody nightmare. You go through all of it, and then the final boss is the snake or Yawn. You have to beat. But it shows it's a really good remake sort of game, and weirdly enough, this came out after remake. So it proves that this game was awesome to be redid, especially for the DS. But anyway, pretty awesome game. Well, this is obviously American import. There are so many out there. But I thoroughly enjoyed this, bringing back the original classic like this. I mean, I enjoyed the remake, but then when this came out, I was like, yeah, I had to get a DS just for this, and it was awesome. I played it over and over. I done 6 challenges with this game, doing Chris handgun and Magnum only, Jill handgun and Magnum only. I've done speed runs, which failed, but doesn't matter. But it was awesome. I've tried the Master of Knife in. Yeah, I got as far as I could, but I've never done the co-op stuff yet because I don't have anybody that has a DS who actually owns this game. Yeah, it's just unfortunate. But it's a really good game to try and play, and obviously with all these screenshots I found, you're going to enjoy it yourself. If you remember playing the original classic 1986 version, you would love this version so much. It's like that, but with a lot of extra stuff in it. So hopefully you enjoy it. This is Resident Evil Deadly Silence. Thank you guys for joining me for this little review video on Resident Evil Deadly Silence. I will be trying to do some more reviews on other Resident Evil games. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you see me soon. Catch all you the Game Bro fans in the next one. Goodbye.